Stanford, 1971. The Stanford Prison Experiment. Students were split into guards and prisoners. Within days, guards abused. Prisoners broke down. The lesson? Power corrupts fast. Governments didn't file this away as a warning. They filed it away as a manual. 1960s, Yale University, the Milgram obedience study. Volunteers were told to shock strangers. The shocks weren't real, but they didn't know that. They heard screams, they hesitated, but they obeyed. Almost all of them. The lesson? Most people will do harm as long as someone in authority says, "It's okay." Other studies proved it only takes symbols, a badge, a lab coat, a uniform. These symbols flip a switch. One group abuses, the other submits. And society doubled down, building armies, police forces, corporate hierarchies, all designed to keep those switches turned on. Then came the workplace studies, the Hawthorne experiments. Researchers learned that when people think they're being watched, they work harder. That discovery birthed the cubicle, open offices, security cameras. Today, it's key loggers, swipe cards, and digital tracking. Surveillance wasn't built for safety. It was built to squeeze. Psychology uncovered the levers: fear, peer pressure, conformity. And power didn't hesitate. Propaganda campaigns, corporate slogans, public rituals, all designed to keep you compliant. The research was supposed to free us. Instead, it refined authority. Governments, militaries, corporations, they studied the data and perfected the art of control. Committees, training seminars, codes of conduct, ethics. It looks good on paper, but the reality, these systems aren't built to stop abuse. They're built to make obedience cleaner, faster, easier, from prisons to offices, from classrooms to social media. The same experiments play out, again and again. The research didn't end exploitation. It industrialized it. History's tyrants ruled with brute force. Today's rulers use psychology, symbols, surveillance. The methods changed. The results didn't. Your workplace is the new lab. Your phone is the shock machine. And you're still the subject. We love to believe we'd resist, but the evidence is clear. Most people obey. Few ever question. The system counts on that, and it's been counting right. The Stanford Prison Experiment, the Milgram study, the Hawthorne effect. They were warnings, but those in power turned them into weapons, and we're still trapped in the experiment. The bystander effect grew from a grim headline. After the 1964 killing of Kitty Genovese, psychologists John Darley and Bib Latane set out to understand why crowds sometimes fail to help. In classic lab studies, the smoke-filled room and the seizure experiment, they found two surprising forces at work. Pluralistic ignorance, where people look to others for cues and assume no emergency exists, and diffusion of responsibility, where each onlooker assumes someone else will act. The result: the more witnesses, the less likely any single person is to step forward. Later research refined the picture. The effect is strongest in ambiguous situations and can be countered by clear instructions or by creating personal responsibility. But the main lesson stands: crowds do not guarantee safety. Worse, institutions learn to rely on this human tendency, turning the bystander gap into predictable cover.
I am telling you, this is the only way!
From research to repression, this is how government twisted science against society.